Married to Medicine. Okay. So all the couples are in St. Lucas, and everybody's doing well, doing nice. Y'all know that because Heavenly and Damon won the dance contest, they got the best room or whatever. But all the rooms look decent. Some of them was a little smaller, but that's fine. You didn't pay for it. Beautiful, right? Um, so we get to the first night's dinner. All the food they was eating, by the way, the whole time looked really really good. So they get to the first night's dinner, and Mariah, she says that she's not feeling well. She stayed in her and Aiden stayed in the hotel room or whatever. A lot of people feel like Mariah was lying about the whole thing. Then Toya reminded us of almost every single time that Mariah has attended a dinner scene on these couples retreats, something happens. Last year she broke the glass on the side of the table and was allegedly about to cut the girl, shank old Heavenly child. When she said it, she broke it by accident. I'm screaming. We literally saw her take the damn glass and cut her, bitch. I said hilarious, absolutely the funniest. My lord. And then she wouldn't hold on to it. Quarter time, give me that, Mariah. She would go shake the hell out of Heavenly. Anyway, thank God she didn't do it. But yeah, I was just like, maybe it's good that she did leave. But this the Libra quality that we have. We kind of have good foresight in the sense that we can see a potential bad situation, and so we just like, I don't even want to be bothered. She could also just been tired or whatever. Okay. Simone and Cecil are planning the trips. They're the best at planning the trips. That is true. They're also there to celebrate the 23rd anniversary of Cecil and Simone's marriage. So congratulations to y'all. Y'all probably just a little fidgety. Whenever I get sleepy, I get fidgety and stuff. Okay. So let me see. So they started talking and stuff around the table. Somehow it landed on Buffy, and Buffy ended up spilling the tea on how she felt about Jackie saying that last week she was infertile in front of another people. Child, Jackie got fired mad. Jackie neck got stiffer, and she was just like, "What do you mean?" It was just like, "Well, what you mean by that?" And what's her name? Buffy. Buffy wasn't trying to go there with Jackie, even when they were going back and forth. She was even getting emotional. Jackie was just like, "Oh, and let this be. I apologize to you, Buffy, and let this be the last thing that you say to me the rest of the night." I was just like, "Jackie, you need to stop." So you mad because you got called out, but you called that girl out in front of everybody? Now, don't do that, Jackie. We love Jackie. We respect Dr. Jackie. But Jackie, on this one, you just dropped the ball. I'm sorry. On this one, you was just wrong. And then all of a sudden, here comes Heavenly jumping in it. Heavenly talking about, because I put Jackie on the same level as Damon. And I ain't never seen Damon nor Jackie yell at people and cuss or do anything malicious. It's not in her. Buffy told her to shut the F up. I agreed. I was just like, Heavenly, sit down. Ain't nobody thinking about you, child. It was really starting to get pretty ugly in that moment. Even Toya came to Buffy's defense, which was nice to see because, Toya and Buffy had issues. Jackie, no matter how you meant it in your mind, it came out that way. So just apologize. That's hard for Jackie to do for some reason. Let me see. I go through so many emotions with Toya. Sometimes I like Toya, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm irritated, sometimes I'm not. It's so many emotions. But so far this season, I've liked Toya, except for really on this episode. Um, it was nice when she defended Buffy, but I'm talking about like we just gonna see. But so far, just like similar to Marlo on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, so far on Married to Medicine, I'm really liking Toya. Except for later on in the episode when they were walking down the street because something had went wrong with the van, and then so they was walking either up the street or down the street in Mexico, and Toya hooping and hollering about it and upset. I'm like, girl, you. Toya, you are the least accomplished person on this show. You should be humble and thankful anywhere you go. Okay? Hell. So it's just like, girl, she was, I don't even do this in Atlanta. This is crazy. Yada. What's going to happen with all them cameras right there, Toya? Really? I was just like, Toya, you get on my nerve. Let me see. Because I guarantee you had Mariah came to the dinner party. Once it got heated, Buffy, Heavenly would have said something smart out of the way to make Mariah respond it. And then as soon as Mariah responded, then here comes Quad, and it's a domino effect. I was just like, Lord, thank God. Simone wanted to end the night with the therapist, which is Buffy's husband, and his choice words. And he basically said, just watch how you treat people and watch to think about to put other people's feelings into perspective before your own. And I completely agree with that. It's just one of those things, just because I wasn't offended by something or I didn't think it was a big deal or whatever. You might feel differently. You might be fully offended by that, And that's just true. Jackie, just apologize, girl. Shut up. Let me see. I don't like Quad's hair this season. Everything makes her look older. I do not like Quad's hair this season. She can do better for sure. Let me see. Yeah, when they was out walking on the street, talking about how tight the van was, it couldn't fit everybody. I'm like, y'all know Simone always cut corners when it comes to the transportation, child. Y'all know Simone be buying them cheap ass cars and boats, and child, Simone ain't gonna spend all her money. It ain't her money anyway, but y'all know what I mean. Okay, so they had another dinner scene where everybody sat down, including Mariah. And this was another situation where they hand out these cards with questions on them. And Scott was mad at his confessionals. He was just like, well, who wrote the questions? Simone was just like, oh, I did. Scott was like, oh, I'm just making sure Heavenly didn't write them. But y'all know Heavenly child and her questions. But it was similar invasive questions. They was trying to act like should nobody get mad at these questions. That this is just a me and you question. Like they were just being kind of hypothetical about it when it's just like it's obvious this question is about this person's situation, etc. And they did that. They asked Contessa and Scott about the whole her leaving school thing. There is a double standard when it comes to men having a family and wanting to venture out or do different things, and the wife is just supposed to take it and just not have any issues with it. But as soon as the woman is the more ambitious one and out there doing her thing, the man can't stay at home and take it. So it is a double standard. It is 100%. Contessa got so upset she walked off and left him. But y'all know she'll be back next week. Let me see what else happened. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. I hope I talked about everything. I'm sure I rambled a little bit in here. I'm tired, y'all. My mind is do. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at It's His World on Instagram and Twitter. At It's His World 89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.